Recently, these slow-mo guys on YouTube made a video where they spun a record to pieces. So today, we're gonna check it out. Hey friends, welcome back to Eyezz. I am Jarrett New, and today, like I said, we're going to be watching these slow-mo guys spin a record to pieces. Now, a lot of you guys actually told me about this video on Twitter, and I purposefully haven't watched it yet because I wanted to wait until I was able to film this reaction. So that's what we're going to do today. But real quick, before we get started, today's song of the day is Linger by the Cranberries. And if you have a suggestion for a song of the day, post it in the comments down below and you might see it in a future video. All right, I'm gonna shut up now. Let's watch it. Got my earbuds right here. Pop those in. All right, here we go, YouTube. All right, slow-mo guys record. Okay, now before I hit play here, I just want to let you guys know that my camera will only allow me to film like 12 minutes at a time. So in the middle of this, I'm going to pause it, but we'll pick up right where we left off. All right, here we go. After the ad.
Hello, sweet internet.
Okay, here we go.
I'm Gav.
I'm Dan.
That's DJ Dan. We're the slow-mo guys. A while ago, we did a video where we spun a CD so fast, it shook itself to
Okay, so they have a CD,
warbled and then
a CD spinning one as well.
Right, okay, well this time, we've got some
I'll check that one out.
Old school.
Yeah.
Well, at least he's holding it by the label, I mean by the
It's almost
edges,
like ripping
so
a
that's
book.
good.
It's just not to be done, is it?
I know what you mean, but we did.
At least he's holding it the right way.
Yeah.
So I feel
It's a
like
good
people
start.
are done with them, they've experienced it, now we're going to put them to a second use and a second life. So
Immortalized forever on the
Yeah.
internet.
so this is the loading procedure.
Whoa, got a
If you
real
didn't see the
high-tech
previous
motor
video,
there.
Then I'll explain this something. This is actually the motor from inside of I think it's a Dyson.
Oh, they got a
So
vacuum motor
spin
hooked up
at
to it. That's interesting.
Incredibly high speeds.
They got it really cinched on there tight.
God, imagine putting
What
a needle
artist
on
is
this,
that? I
what it
can't
would
tell.
sound like.
It would be. It's already kind of wonky.
Oh, looks like it already might have a warble,
Records
like
are
a
perfectly
wobble
straight. You know
to
when you
it.
see them being played on a gramophone, they kind of go like
Yeah.
that.
I
I
think
don't know if this is going to survive long.
if it's
So because
warped,
we're
that's
just using
definitely
a motor
gonna
from a Dyson,
affect it. It might
It's an
shatter
incredibly
sooner.
fast hoover motor, that's how it works. It spins really fast. But if you were to just turn it on straight away, it would be spinning at maximum speed, and that's just kind of not what we want. We want to get the gradual build up.
Okay,
and then
so they're gonna
eventually
gradually ramp up the
So for
speed
that, we're going to use this
so that it
variac.
survives longer, I guess.
You put a voltage through it, and you can vary the output, increasing
neat.
it gradually until we hit that exact breaking point we need.
So they got some high-tech gear
we
for
do.
sure.
Yeah, too.
Yeah, it makes a hell of a noise.
Look at all that
It's
paint
really intimidating.
in the background behind them. So they've smashed a lot of stuff, I'm sure.
A second.
That thing's like in a vice.
Works. We'll paint one.
All right,
Paint one with different quadrants so you can see it spin better.
sounds good to me.
At least they're wearing safety goggles. Okay, here we go, guys. Ooh, it's loud.
This damn vice is going everywhere. This thing is so powerful. It's like shaking the vice everywhere. I need to like tighten it down.
Okay, here we go. Take two. Oh!
God, that goes.
Look, it painted the side
That
of the
goes.
cinder block.
Look at this. Oh,
Is
it's
it
like
cut
coloured
in?
it. It's
Oh no,
turned
okay, it painted it.
Jeez.
I thought it might have like
That's
carved
crazy.
inside it. That's
Oh, it just got
crazy.
eviscerated, I think. Oh look, there's a big chunk of it there. That's a big chunk.
There's like pieces
Yeah, I was
scattered
right
all
there.
over
Some
the
tiny
yard.
Little, like, tiny little fragments.
It's a nice
like,
camera,
bounced
by the
off
way.
this and went,
Little bits of musical dust.
yeah, dust.
Wow.
I think that was. You know what? I think that took.
Can you
more
imagine
than
if a
CD.
person was like
Really?
standing
I think
right
so.
next to
Look what
it?
it's done to the wood here.
Look at that.
It's like embedded itself in
It's
the
stuck
wood.
in the wood.
Fully.
Imagine if that was like your arm or something.
This is lethal.
I'm actually glad we put these up.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know?
I'm glad
Yeah,
too
Roy
you
did,
put
he
them
just
up.
Send it across the.
Well, if there's
Jeez.
pieces like this, then it's possible.
At this speed,
I didn't-
it's almost like
I didn't-
play the music at it.
Yeah, this is the music speed.
See, it looks fine. It doesn't even look like
Just
it's
slow down.
wobbling that
Oh.
much.
Yeah, it's now.
It looks beautiful in slow-mo though.
Yeah, you can see on the reflection that it's going a bit.
What band is it? I still can't tell.
Speed where it's like, and now I'm warping. It's weird because it stabilizes.
You can't.
initially.
Whoa.
God. There's like a chunk of it still on there. God.
And they play all the like
frame by
relaxing
frame.
ambient music as it shatters.
See that crack?
Yeah, I see that.
Okay, look at that.
Through.
Turned into like a tree.
So it
inside.
started from the
So
inside
weird. It looks like lightning
and then kind
going through it.
of branched out.
Pretty much does, and that means that one like.
It looks like it broke in like
now,
3
really
different
vulnerable to cracking.
pieces.
Oh, and the other, look on the left, they just go.
It just turned
And
to glass,
then-
like it just turned to dust. It's kind of good
Madness.
that we've got the blocks there because it like
That's
shatters it
crazy.
after it's gone.
Yeah.
So it
There's some big
shatters
chunks coming out of that.
I think
around the
it's
spindle
block
first
right
and then kind of gradually moves its way outward.
Oh,
it
it just
smashed on
chipped
the
the
top,
edge.
yeah.
Wow,
I think, just for safety, we should. put it
that's
up one
crazy.
You think so?
Yeah.
What record would you guys shatter to 1,000,000 pieces? Let us know down in the comments. I'm curious to find out.
What?
Some clip.
Like the band you hate the
Light, I'm
most or
just gonna
something.
Change
Okay.
the shutter angle to 90 degrees.
Okay, so they're doing some technical
it
stuff now.
20 microseconds approximately.
20
Should- I'll
microseconds.
get rid of half the motion blur.
Oh, I also need a shield.
Oh, these guys are very
I'll just hide
technical.
behind that wood thing.
There's like a fraction of motion blur, and they're like, okay, we're gonna ramp it up to avoid
Yeah, the
that.
wires don't reach.
Yep.
Okay, so they added 2 more cinder blocks to the top. Let's see, how we doing on camera time? Yeah, I think we're good. Okay, this is record number 2. Okay, this one's wobbling quite a bit. Whoa.
Whoa!
It shattered just as fast as the first one. A 50th of a second.
There's not much
it
more
was
to give on
from
this.
it went from
Really?
normal
Yeah, I
to
was
just
nearly full whack there.
1,000,000 pieces.
I was
I mean, there's-
nearly full whack.
There's surely no way it's at its full speed without.
But this one I could tell when it was
the motor's only
rotating, it was
small
wobbling
fan.
quite a bit
Because
more.
maybe because the
So maybe this one
record's
had
heavier,
more
it's
of
slowing
like
down more, so
a
it's
warp
not
to
being
it
able
to
get
begin
the
with.
Same RPM as
that's
the
what I'm
CD,
saying.
yeah. This
So if the
one
record's
cracks
more
slightly
like
different.
straight
It's a straight
and
line,
normal,
it's gone like
then it'll last
sideways. You
longer
can see the marks
in their
left
device here. But if
brick.
it's already got
Yeah.
a warp to it, then it's gonna just, it's not gonna last long. Okay, look, here we go.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah, this one. Whoa, look at that.
That one was different because it cracked from the outside.
Yeah, he's right. So this one cracked from the outside in versus the first one, which is the inside out.
Hey,
Look at that beautiful, like, blooming pattern.
similarly to the CD.
Half of me is like sad that they're destroying a record, but the other half of me is like, that's
Missed.
really beautiful in slow motion.
Look at the sparkle.
Look at all those little bits of dust. Don't breathe this.
So much effort to move those
I
kind of
know.
blocks. It's ridiculous.
Wow.
So we thought we'd make it easier to.
Okay, we're at 8 minutes on the camera. I think we're
painted
okay.
quadrants. Well, you painted.
I say
Okay,
okay,
look, they got
it's not
a
really-
painted one
The
now.
blue is questionable. It's got sort of a slightly bigger piece of the pie.
You just
It's got
complain,
4 little
right?
sections there. They got a
I can't
green,
do anything,
blue,
right?
yellow, and red.
You didn't say
great.
do like an amazing job of it. It was just like a basic thing. Sorry, I didn't measure it out to the millimeter.
I wonder what record this used to be before they painted over the label.
Oh, by the way, do an amazing job on it.
Yeah.
Don't these guys have like the most fun
I
job
like it. I think it's funny.
in the world? Can you imagine?
Okay.
Can you imagine just getting to break things all day long?
So let's play a guessing game.
Yeah.
So there's always a piece that goes straight up.
Thanks for letting me know about this video, guys.
What color do you think it'll be?
Oh man.
Blue.
Ah, yellow
Yellow?
for sure.
All right. I wonder what color that'll look like.
Okay, so we still got the same 4 cinder blocks.
I mean, if it was red, green, and blue, it would appear white. But because of the yellow,
Look at their backyard. Look at all that blue
maybe.
paint and yellow paint and all that stuff.
document your shield.
I bet their
Right,
neighbors
well, first
love
of all,
them,
I've got it
huh?
in comfort, so I've got a nice recliner.
This
behind
dude's
it,
hiding
yeah,
behind a
so that I can do it
wooden-
in comfort. Second of all,
That's your
wooden
I'm hidden
barricade.
behind here with the Variac.
Well, that's
I
good.
like use my head to shield myself, turn it on, and then just like.
I'd rather be hiding behind like a bunch of cinder blocks, like a cinder block wall. Okay, here we go. Whoa, look at those colors. That's beautiful. It still scares me a little bit every time it goes off.
So it ended up
Because I know it's gonna happen, but I'm like,
115 there. But it's only
It's
got
still
this
scary.
much more to give. So it's really.
All right, the camera's at like
Yeah,
coming up
really
on
is.
11 minutes. I'm gonna pause it right
From the outside, that one.
now. So we are paused at 8 minutes, 33 seconds, and we'll pick up right where we left off. All right, here we go, guys. All right, guys, we're back, so let's continue.
Shall I see?
Yeah.
Look at those colors. It's really beautiful in slow-mo.
Oh, wow. It looks cool.
Look, it painted the right side red and the left side yellow.
Yeah. Blue went up.
That's so cool.
Without even seeing the slow-mo, you can tell which colours went where, because if you look, green is all at the bottom there.
Green at
Follow
the
around,
bottom.
it's all the red.
Red on the
Then it slowly
right.
turns to blue.
Well, that's why the sky is blue.
Yeah.
Blue above.
and then
And then there's more
And then
blue,
yellow
then yellow.
on
I
the
think
left.
it broke more or less perfectly in quarters.
That's
Blue,
crazy.
yellow, green, red.
we're now looking at this edge.
I wouldn't recommend painting your room with this method, but it's kind of interesting. Look at that camera. It gets loud right before it shatters.
The whole wood top went.
Oh, jeez. Oh,
Look at that wood.
At that. Look at the damage it's done here.
Wow, look at that.
That's
Can you
insane.
imagine if that
It
was
looks like
if that was you
Look,
standing
see the
next to this
individual
thing?
pieces that have hit it, and the fact they've gone more wobbly.
I think that would cause some damage for sure.
It's gone like you can see a graph where it's gone wobbly and then not so wobbly. I bet if it carried on, it'd be like this.
It carved into it
wave.
like on a wave.
that?
way to record onto a physical medium.
Yeah,
It's like an instant.
Don't try this
goes
at
like
home,
this.
guys. I know it's
That, and it comes
tempting.
back around again, and it goes like a wave all the way around.
Wow.
I bet that's exactly what you'll see.
If it carved into wood, it would definitely carve into your body, so.
Wow.
Look at how much it's like
Surprised
flexing.
you managed to stay in focus, moving around so much. Just
Falling. Isn't it?
Look at that, it's like a pizza.
Oh, it's in the middle.
It's like a hand-tossed pizza right before it
oh wow.
shatters.
Hoping it would split.
And then all the
exactly
vinyl
on
dust.
on the front focus line.
Don't
That'd
breathe
be
this.
Amazing. I wonder what the, like, how much centimeters wise.
These guys have such a cool job, right?
Guess we just do one more.
They're gonna do another one. How many records do they do? So they're adding insult to injury by painting it before they shatter it. Hopefully
Ta-da.
these
What
were
a
all
view.
discount
Thank you.
records and nothing you would find like
Square.
super rare on.
So we can
Discogs or
stabilize it in
something.
post and spin the shot in theory.
Wow.
I've also got the wood in the shot, so if we see any of that scarring, we're going to see how I did it.
I like the fact that they're
Firing
wearing
up
white
engines,
lab
starting
coats. There he is behind that piece of wood. Okay, here we go. Spinning, spinning, spinning. And... That one wobbled, I think, the most.
One came directly at
And
this
it
thing.
lasted the longest
I
before
heard
it shattered.
audibly, like go.
It
Whoa.
must have been a rebound. There's no way it would have come
A
straight
little
out again.
yellow
No, exactly, it
piece
must
hit
have,
the
like,
wood
rebounded off the
and bounced off. It didn't get stuck in it,
From the
but
outside again. From the
Oh,
definitely got to be careful if you're trying something like this. Okay, look at it. That one I couldn't tell if it started from the outside in. Yeah, back it up. Back it up, guys. Okay. I gotta admit, that looks really beautiful. But still, you're breaking a record, so it's like... Okay, that's cool. Cool editing right there, guys. Oh, man. Frame by frame. Okay, so this one started from the outside in. That's pretty neat. Golly, look at all those little tiny pieces. I love that like soothing ambient music that they play in the background when they cut to the slow-mo.
came off the corner. That must have been what hit you.
you think so? It must. It was kind
Yeah.
of the same sort of angle.
Look at how fast.
That's the yellow, the small yellow
Yeah.
piece that
I almost
hit
felt
the
it,
wood that he was hiding
So it
behind.
must have been a chunky piece.
Did you say my name?
A chunky piece.
Yeah, it's my nickname. Look at the 3D
guys are choosy.
nature of some of this stuff. It's just absolutely
at that.
compressed. Get some slide
All those little
on.
bits of the PVC material are like stuck in.
Look, it looks like something.
They're embedded in the cinder blocks.
Found some more.
Do you know what's good about that video?
That's crazy.
We've shattered all the records.
Is that good?
The one on the right is pretty punny.
Record-breaking pun.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. You know what? With your puns, you're like, what are these?
You can tell these dudes have a nice like chemistry, like working chemistry. Like they're good pals. I've never really watched their videos. I guess I should watch them.
Last time when it was the CD, because it was so light, it just lost all its velocity. Like the drag from all the air just slowed it all down. This stuff, this could have gone miles.
Well, the very fact
Wow,
that this
look
still
at that.
exists after hitting the cage
Yeah.
tells you, like, this is super thick as well.
Can you imagine if they didn't have the cinder blocks up?
On the outside,
Their neighbors would find
outside
little
bits
pieces of
hit
that
some
like
dust, and these would go
miles
flying.
away.
Luckily, most of the energy is taken up by hitting this.
Yeah, these parts are bigger, A, because they were in the center and they were released at a slower velocity, and also the label sort of holds it together.
Yeah.
wow.
That was crazy. I'm glad it's over.
That was crazy.
What I might do, I might take a picture of these and post it on Twitter, and I'll say,
Oh man.
you'll never get.
Let's check the camera time. Okay, we're
No one will
good.
get.
I don't think anyone will get it
No
right.
one. But I don't think a record has ever been used in that way before.
No.
No. Well,
So that was a record-breaking.
yeah.
That was a record-breaking
I think
event.
it was a record-breaking squared.
These guys are pretty funny.
Well, that was cool.
They've got my like for
Hopefully
sure.
you enjoyed that video. Feel free to subscribe.
I did enjoy that
to our
video.
very
Good
channel.
job,
Right here, we've
guys.
got a second one as well, behind the scenes.
I mean, I'm kind of a little conflicted, but
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, I do.
they recorded everything well.
Videos and stuff.
They're definitely the
Thank you
slow-mo
very much
guys.
for watching.
Do you know, in the future,
Yeah.
when, like, you know...
I guess we've stuck around this long. We should watch the rest of the video. I mean, I could pause it right here, but
piece together all the pottery and be like,
you know, why not just watch the whole
Do you
thing?
think in the future they'll find these and be like, well, and they'll glue one of these all together?
It appears to
I like how even after the video is officially over, they just keep this witty banter between them.
grow grain.
That's what they sound like. Or the guy from Time Team who was like,
Okay,
this.
so
The guy
I'm
that
gonna
wasn't-
pause it right here as they're still making corny jokes and puns at 15 seconds. I mean 15 minutes, 52 seconds. All right, well, it's very clear that they had a lot of fun destroying all those records, and it was actually kind of interesting to see how much abuse a vinyl record can take before they just shatter into a million pieces. Now, overall, I'm not really upset by this video because, you know, first of all, they didn't destroy like super expensive or rare records, so that's good. And second of all, just the fact that they chose to destroy a record in the first place kind of says a lot about how vinyl is becoming more and more popular. Basically, millions of people have already seen that video, and I'm sure that like some of them, a handful of those people, might get curious about records and could eventually get into this hobby. So if you kind of look at it like that, I think this could be a good thing. But what do you guys think about this video? Do you think it helps or hurts this hobby? Let us all know down in the comments below. And if you love vinyl record related stuff in general, be sure to subscribe and smack that little notification bell so you won't miss the new videos. And most importantly, friends, have an awesome day and keep spinning that vinyl. But don't spin it too fast.